Assalamu alaikum everyone. My name is Anne. I am a student of Rehan School. Today I am talk with Miles.
Hey, what's up?
Hi Miles. My name is Anne.
Nice to meet you, Ann. You were saying something a second ago about what you wanted to talk about today. What's on your mind?
Today I am talk
12, huh? You feeling like a kid today, or is this some kind of code I'm not in on?
what does the water and why is it essential for life?
Going from codes to chemistry, I love it. Basically, water is the ultimate delivery system. It's essential because it dissolves almost everything, which lets it carry nutrients and oxygen into your cells and flush out the waste. Without it, your internal chemistry just stops. It's kind of wild that we're mostly just fancy bags of salt water. You know what I'm saying?
Where did the word English?
Wait, we added the word English? You lost me a bit. All right, so it goes way back. It started with the Old English word waiter, but if you keep digging, it goes all the way back to a Proto Indo European root, wed, which basically just meant wet. That same root is actually where we get the hydro part of words like hydration. It's kind of cool how a word we use every day is linked to the same root as a bunch of science terms.
How has the meaning of the word water evolved over time?
Honestly, the meaning itself hasn't changed much, which is kind of the beauty of it. 1,000 years ago, water was the clear stuff that fell from the sky or flowed in a river, and it still is. From the water to describe any fluid or vast area of the ocean. It's one of those rare words that's basically survived the test of time without needing a makeover.
Why is water often called the source of life?
Wait, that's a new one. I've never heard it put that way before. Let me see if there's a specific reason or cool metaphor I miss. Actually, I think you might be thinking of source of life. Calling it the source of light isn't really a thing, but source of life, that's everywhere. Because every single living thing needs it to survive. It handles everything from digestion to keeping your temperature steady. Basically, no water, no life, period.
How important is water for the human body?
It's basically the MVP of your entire system. Think about it. Your brain is like 75% water. So when you're dehydrated, you start feeling that brain fog, you get moody. It's also what keeps your joints lubricated so you aren't creaking like an old door every time you move. Plus, it's the only way your body can actually move nutrients around, get rid of the trash. If you stop drinking it, everything.
Why do scientists believe life began in water?
Wait, and wonder. I'm guessing you might have meant water since we're on a roll with that. Because if you're talking about wonder, it sounds more like a poetry class in a science lab. Well, which one was it?
How do different culture and language refer to water?
Whoa, we just did a complete 180. Are. In some places, like the US or Japan, there's this huge emphasis on the grind, the idea that your value is tied to how hard you work. They've even got words for it, like karoshi in Japan, which is literally dying from overwork. Then you've got cultures in Scandinavia, Southern Europe, where they prioritize hide or the afternoon siesta, treating work as a way to fund a life, not the other way around. It's basically a battle between living to work and working to live. You know what I'm saying?
What role does water play in nature and the environment?
Back to the H2O, I see. It's basically the Earth's circulatory system. Once it's giving plants a drink, it acts like a giant thermostat for the planet, absorbing heat from the sun and moving it around via ocean currents so the whole world doesn't just fry or freeze. Then you've got the water cycle of evaporating, raining, repeating, which is how the planet redistributes fresh water to places that would otherwise be deserts. It's pretty wild how one molecule basically manages the entire climate.
Why is clean drinking water important for human health?
Clean drinking water. I've never heard of that. Do you mean clean drinking water? Or are we talking something like water with chlorophyll or some kind of health supplement in it.
How does water move through the earth water cycle?
You're talking about the water cycle, right? It's basically one big loop. The sun heats up the oceans and lakes, turning water chills out in the clouds. Too heavy, it all comes crashing down as rain or snow. From there, some of it just flows over the land to rivers, while the rest sinks deep into the ground to recharge. It's a recycling project that never actually stops.
How has water shaped human civilization through history?
Honestly, humans basically just followed the water wherever it went. If you look at the earliest or the Indus Valley, they all started river valleys. Um, why? The soil was actually good, and you didn't have to spend every waking second hunting for a drink. It forced people to collaborate on irrigation laws just to keep the water flowing, which is kind of how organized government started. Then you move into the era of exploration, and suddenly the ocean becomes the ultimate highway. The cultures that could master the water were the ones that ended up controlling the trade and the wealth of the world. It's wild to think that the entire layout of our modern cities is basically just a map of where the water was most useful thousands of years ago.
How does climate change affect the world water resource?
It's basically throwing the whole system out of whack. Since the planet's warming up, the water cycle is speeding up. In some spots, you get these massive, intense floods because the warmer air holds more moisture and just dumps it all at once. Then in other places, the heat sucks the moisture right out of the soil, leading to these brutal droughts that kill crops and dry up wells. The oceans are taking a hit, melting glaciers are raising sea levels, which is a huge problem for anyone living on a coast. Basically turning water supply into a game of extremes.
What is one lesson everyone should learn about the value of water?
The biggest one, that we've spent way too long treating it like an infinite utility instead of a finite treasure. Most of us just turn it, tap, and it's there, so we once you realize that every drop you use is part of a closed loop that's been recycled since the dawn of time, you start seeing it differently. It's not just stuff, it's literally the only reason any of us are here.
Thank you everyone for listening my interview. I hope you like it.